Andy.
Hi, Alex.
Morning. You're top of the tree at the moment. How do you manage expectation amongst Ireland rugby public this year?
Or
do you not attempt to?
The public is obviously it's about how we go out there and perform and show how we're fighting together to improve. But internally, that's the main thing for us, isn't it? Is being honest and of where we're at and what we need to get better at. And I think it's very evident to us, how our performances have gone over the last year of where we need to improve and get better at. So hopefully that looks after itself.
Does it bring a pressure, that weight of expectation?
Well, whether it does or whether it doesn't, the pressure's more internally than anything. And at the same time, if the pressure from the outside starts to seep in a little bit, then it's good for us to be able to deal with that. We want to get better for what's down the track for obvious reasons, and dealing with a different type of pressure is going to be priceless for us going forward.
Just one more from me. England have changed their coach. Steve Borthwick's come in. Yeah. What sort of a bounce would you expect that to give them?
Immediate, 100% they will. Steve's a very bright bloke, and he'll be, some of the things that he's already done will make a difference. He's obviously listening to people and obviously very connected. He knows exactly what was going on in the squad, just like Eddie would have done when he took over from Stuart. So I expect there to be an immediate bounce.
Thank you.
And Andy, can you tell us, I'm over here on your right, the Manchester City fan in blue.
Where are you doing?
Manchester City in blue.
He's standing there, look.
He's standing, yeah. I thought you wouldn't be sitting down.
Okay. Can you tell us specifically what we learned in November? There were 4 wins and
3.
There were new players introduced, and secondary, the Tygburn then goes on and plays 5, 6, 7 consecutive games. Are we looking to have a system whereby Ireland are fitter than everybody else? And do you believe that the GPS stats are showing us something about your side that's taken you 3 years to inculcate?
Well, I think we're a fit side. I think that's for everyone to see. There's a realisation of the game that we want to play and how we want to play it, of a high tempo, high speed type of scenario. So I think we have got a fit side, and I think selection shows you that. So that's the type of game that we want to keep pushing forward. As far as Tygburn playing those 3 games and carrying on playing another 5, he did then get a break for a couple of weeks after that, so he'll come back into the squad as everyone else will be fresh enough, but at the right part of the fitness levels to make sure that they start this campaign very well.
To play 8 games, to be able to play 8 games in a row, show he should be in the UFC or something.
8 games in a row? Wow. I mean, yeah, back in the day we used to play 35 in a row, Derek, so I think they're getting off very lightly.
Johnny, this time 4 years ago everything was going well. We all know what happened then. Are you confident that the same thing won't happen again now?
Well, we just need to realise why that happened and sort of take some of the experiences, but it's a very different group. But it's important that we keep our standards high. Even some good results in November, but the performances probably weren't as high as they were maybe in the summer. So we need to delve deeper, and even if we're winning, we need to keep learning lessons, and that's certainly what we've always done, and what we'll continue to do. But we need to keep the momentum going, and it's a very different group now. So we can't really think too much about 4 years ago.
It's not a reference point then at all. Like, there are still plenty of same players, similar coaches as well, like on the staff.
There's probably, how many similar players would there be? 10 maybe. A couple of same coaches, but the why things happened before, injuries, form, standards started to dip a little bit. Guys got comfortable, so that's not really for me to look after. I just have to look after myself and make sure I'm in the best shape possible, playing as well as I can. And if everyone else has that mindset, well, then it's up to Andy to pick the team, and we need to keep improving. That's the message, really.
Just finally for me, just on Joey, did you reach out to him to get on to him as Ireland captain? Obviously, it must have been a really tough week for him, but just wondering, did you get on to him?
I haven't spoke to him yet. I know what Joey's going through. You know what I mean? I've been through all these emotions through your career. I've been dropped many times, haven't been picked many times, and it's part and parcel of the game. And how you bounce back from it is the true sign of a character and a player. And I'm sure he will bounce back. You know, he'll have plenty of opportunities going forward to get back in, and he's a good guy and a great player. So I wish him all the best. But I'll reach out to him at some stage.
Question for Johnny, please. Johnny, do you think a World Cup year detracts or diminishes from the Six Nations in any way, or is it still as valuable and important a standalone tournament as ever?
Definitely, yeah. You know, like the older you get as well, the more selfish you get. You want to make the last of every opportunity, and it's such a special tournament. Like it's so hard to win. You know, you talk about. You know how many titles Ireland have over the last 20, 30 years. Like, it's not too many. It's a special thing when you can achieve something in the tournament. And like we're not talking about the World Cup at all. We won't even be talking about France. We'll be talking about Wales for the next 2 weeks and how we can get ourselves in the best shape possible. But 100% we'll be doing what we can to win this tournament. I think it's important that if you talk about 2019 to keep the momentum going, to prove that we can go and do something in a World Cup. We need to go and prove we can do something in the Six Nations as well.
Just on 2019 again, Andy, what did you learn from being involved in your experience that year, and how will that inform how you try to approach things this year?
It's not just about what I learned. Obviously, we learned a lot, but it's well documented things that went on back then and the reasons why. With the report, etc. So it's all there and it's out there for everyone to look at. But it's just about us and our own standards and what it is that we're trying to achieve. That's all that matters. Getting the right competition, the right people in the room is crucial to that. But how we go about our daily business and how we keep not just growing our game on the field, but how we keep growing our togetherness off the field will make us even stronger for the World Cup, because I think what we have got pretty decent at is having a no excuse mentality in regards to whatever may be thrown our way during this Six Nations or at the World Cup. We're pretty good at being resilient now, just being able to see it for what it is and move on. That's on and off the field. Okay.
Yeah, Johnny, can I just ask, have you ever known a better Northern Hemisphere flight half depth than what there is at the minute across the board? Has there ever been such competition and such a high standard of fly halves across the Six Nations? What we've seen of it?
I'm only thinking about that now. Yeah, it's pretty impressive, isn't it? Like you look through all the countries have got very impressive options. So yeah, probably agree with you there.
Does it make it easier for you to prepare, knowing that the standard's so high that you can't rest on your laurels?
Well, no, it's never about 10 against 10. It's team against team, and as a 10, you rely on the team. So you're only as good as the guys around you, but yeah, as individuals, they've been just thinking through the names. They've been outstanding over the last few years.
Okay, guys.
But now you mentioned that.
What?
Not in this group, I don't think.